Hello, crypto friends. Today we're talking about a topic that unfortunately affects many people: how to find stolen cryptocurrency. In the crypto industry, thefts happen regularly, and far from everyone knows what to do when it happens to them. In this video, we'll break down in detail who can take your funds and how, where you should turn first if a theft has already occurred, what real steps you can take to try to recover the assets, and how to approach prevention so that such situations happen as rarely as possible. Let's start with how theft usually happens. Most often it occurs through phishing attacks, social engineering methods, smart contract exploits, malware, or direct compromise of a wallet. There are cases where scammers use Instagram or other social networks to first gain the victim's trust and then push them into actions that lead to loss of control over the funds. In addition, after the initial theft, attackers often use special services to hide their tracks, including mixers like Revoke.cash. Such tools significantly complicate further tracing because the funds are mixed with other transactions and become almost indistinguishable on the blockchain. If you discover that your funds have disappeared, the first and most important thing is to stay calm and act quickly, but without chaotic steps. You should not immediately post the details of the incident in open Telegram chats or on social media. As practice shows, such posts very quickly attract a large number of scammers who pose as recovery specialists and start actively messaging the victim, offering their help. As a result, the person risks losing even more. Instead, the first step should be protecting the assets that are still in the wallet and have not been touched. For this, there is a special tool called Revoke.cash. It allows you to check all previously granted token approvals and revoke those that are no longer needed or look suspicious. The fact is that many exploits work precisely through previously granted approvals. The attacker gains the ability to move your tokens without additional confirmation from you. Revoke.cash supports more than 100 networks, shows a convenient control panel, allows sorting and filtering approvals, and has a check for known exploits. It is recommended to use it regularly, about once a week, and it takes only a few dozen seconds. After a theft, revoking approvals is especially important because it stops the possibility of further withdrawal of funds. The next important step is to seek professional help. There is a Telegram bot called Seal 911 that provides free initial consultation and assistance in such situations. Many people start with it because it is a quick and accessible way to get the first recommendations. In parallel, it is worth filing an official report with law enforcement. Although in the cryptocurrency sphere this does not always produce a quick result, due to the decentralized nature of the technology, recording the fact of the theft with the police is still a necessary part of the process, especially if legal support or cooperation with exchanges will later be required. For a more effective investigation, it is recommended to turn to specialized companies that deal specifically with blockchain analysis and legal support. In complex cases, cooperation with lawyers who understand blockchain specifics well is also useful. If the amount lost is significant, one of the most important decisions becomes engaging both a qualified crypto investigator and a lawyer who understands blockchain cases at the same time. Ordinary tools for viewing transactions, such as Etherscan, Arkham, or similar ones, give only a superficial picture. A full investigation requires much deeper analysis. You need to be able to detect the use of mixers, track so-called peel chains, see deposits to exchanges, work with cross-chain bridges, cluster addresses that are likely controlled by one person or group, recognize known scam contracts, and, when necessary, obtain internal exchange data through official legal requests. That is why it is very difficult for an ordinary user without special training to conduct such an investigation on their own. The success rate of recovering funds is about 30%. This figure depends heavily on the specific method of theft and on how quickly action was started. If the funds have already gone through mixers or been dispersed through complex transaction chains, the chances drop significantly. For blockchain analysis, there are tools such as bluepages.fyi and chain chasers. They help track the movement of funds more deeply than standard explorers. But even with the best tools and specialists, there is never a 100% guarantee of recovery. It is worth saying separately how to correctly choose specialists or companies for an investigation. There are many fraudulent services on the market that promise quick recovery of funds. Red flags include a demand for upfront payment without signing an official contract, lack of reputation, or a request for the seed phrase of the wallet. Legitimate companies never ask for a seed phrase. do not force you to install any software on your device, and always work through an official agreement. In the case of legal block, there is the possibility of an in-person meeting at an office in the United States or in the United Arab Emirates. If the situation looks hopeless, an honest company will say so directly and will not take money for deliberately useless work. There are real examples. In particular, it was possible to recover $1.5 million from a case where the total amount of the theft was $8 million. There was also a social engineering case in which the attackers operated through Instagram. In addition, a large case involving ransomware attacks was mentioned when Europol managed to disrupt a cryptocurrency laundering chain worth 336 million euros. These examples show that recovery of funds is possible, but it requires a professional approach and time. Now let's move on to prevention, because it is the most effective way to protect your funds. You need to use cold wallets or hardware solutions such as Ledger. Regularly revoking approvals through Revoke.cash has already been mentioned, and it is one of the simplest and most effective habits. In Telegram chats, you need to be especially careful. Always check bots like collab.land before interacting with them. For additional protection of keys and assets, you can use specialized services such as Sarcophagus, SafeHaven, or Killcord. Hardware solutions like GridPlus also help raise the level of security. For physical safety in everyday life, it is useful to set up quick actions, for example through features like Apple Shortcuts, which allow you, if you suspect a threat, to quickly notify loved ones or lock access. In conclusion, it is worth emphasizing a few key points once more. If a theft has occurred, do not delay the first actions, but also do not take chaotic steps that can make the situation worse. Turn to verified sources of help, such as the Seal 911 bot, and to companies with a real reputation in the field of blockchain investigations. Remember the risks associated with publishing the details of a loss in open sources, and most importantly, pay maximum attention to prevention, because recovering what was stolen is always harder than preventing the theft. If you have questions after watching or want to share your experience, be sure to write in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next videos. And remember, I am not calling anyone to do anything, and I am not giving financial advice. The only advice, don't let yourself be shaved.
Let's go! I run these notes like I run these streets, yeah. Checking the seat, never miss a beat. No downtime, uptime where I eat. Best in the game and they can't compete. I'm steady, heavy, nobody shakes me. Locking the block, who the hell gonna chase me? Proof in the numbers ain't messing with fate. I'll sign and verify, keep your fucking chain straight. Wake up, boost to the machine, I'm cold. Look around, every move worth my posted code. You flex in the club, I flex in the load. Tickets to my name, validators on hold. Serious metrics, no rest mode, man. No breaks up time, I'm the whole damn plan. Safety's a promise, the rest all talk. Boss in the system, you step then you walk. I run these notes like I run these streets, yeah. Checking the sync, never miss a beat. No downtime, uptime where I eat. Best in the game and they can't compete. Validaros in the zone, never retreat. If you're not real, get off my beat.